This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we're slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application that's specific to the, I guess not the newest iPad anymore, the iPad 2, and I guess iPad 3 by extension, as well as the iPhone 4 or 4S. Obviously this is a game that requires a bit more heft, and that's why it needs both of those devices. The application is called PipeLand HD, and it's available for $3 in the App Store as a universal app, and it's on my springboard ready to go. So this is the main menu for the app. I do have sound turned off. That way it's a little bit easier to hear me, etc., etc. So here's some stats. You can go in at any point in time and view these. Likewise, you can go in and then check out your combinations, etc., etc. Oh, I guess I should explain. I forgot one important element here. This game is in a very new sort of genre in the App Store that we've sort of been calling, I don't know, beat the clock pipeline, I guess is a good word for it. Essentially the idea is that you're starting at one point of the level, and then you need to lay pipe in specific combinations, and so it's sort of a puzzle game to get to another waypoint that's at the other end of the level. So essentially you're plumbing all the way from one side of the level to the other, and as the game progresses you'll have more waypoints to mess with, different liquids, etc. You just start out with water though. Don't know if you can move that, I haven't tried that yet. So with that in mind, I guess we're going to go ahead and jump straight in. If you want to know more about the game, you can do the combination that I just did. If you would ever like to do that, you go in, hit play, and then you're ready to roll. So the game comes with a couple different game modes. You've got quick, which is just simple, slap it in, which is what I'll be doing in just a second. Campaign and survival is more arcade-ish. Campaign comes with something I think like 90 levels to play through, a heck of a lot of content, and then custom. Just to give you a quick glance at the campaign, which I have beat hardly any of. It also comes with an easy mode, which is, maybe we'll do that, that way it's a little bit more convenient. Basically you go in, you pick a level, you get bonus points for doing specific patterns. So they've all got names. I forgot the name of this one. I'm going to call it the lasso. I don't know what it actually is. You hit this button, it loads up, eventually. There we go. And the basic idea is that you're racing the clock and that you want to place piping in such a way that it eventually reaches the other end. I should mention right off the bat that I am terrible at this game. I'm not sure why, but for some reason I'm just not very good at it. I don't know. Stuff happens. So I'm going to keep laying pipe down until eventually we get it to where it needs to go, etc., etc. That's sort of the main idea. Hopefully I can actually get this to go, and obviously you are given a set number of piping up at the top there that you have to keep in mind as you go along. Of course the idea is to use what's given to you in such a way that it does match up with where you're going. This can be quite difficult at times. In fact, the game itself is pretty bloody hard. And then again, I already admitted I'm not the greatest at it. But that doesn't detract from the fact that it is hard, and if you misplace something, it's misplaced and done with. So that's sort of just something to sort of keep in mind as you go about playing the game. Like I have probably screwed this one up at this point. But as you can see, the water itself is already starting to seep out with real physics. That is something that's included in the game. You do get actual, I guess the word is actual pressure physics. So that is included. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and link up these things, and this should be good to go here in just a second. And of course, as you get different liquids involved, you will have to manage these things. So just keeping that in mind. I'm really not doing this quite prettily. And also, my video reviews. Sorry for being sort of off topic at times. It's hard to do these kind of games, puzzle games, and then talk at the same time. So just throwing that out there. Let me try to get rid of some of this stuff. You know what? Let's just stick with it. You can speed up the game by hitting this point down at the bottom too, by the way. And then you get points for that, and then you're done. So there you go. That is essentially the game. That's how it rolls, and that's how it operates. And then you're given a high score, or excuse me, a score, as well as you know, a few basic points about how well you did. And you earn money, which you can spend on items, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the next button. And of course, this is just Act 1, which you've got all of this content to play through, and then you expand into other areas. There are a couple different scenarios, different areas to play through, which is quite nice. And as mentioned, you also have all these different game modes, which does add quite a bit of value to the game. In terms of graphics, we have no complaints with it. The game looks pretty fantastic. And despite the fact that the game is very hard, it takes quite a bit of getting used to. And not a lot of help files included. There is a very brief tutorial, but there's not a lot of help in terms of learning strategy. You are going to be basically on your own. But the graphics look great. Controls are very simple to use, as you saw. You just tap straight onto the screen itself. The value is decent. You know, it's $3, which is on the pricier end of these kind of applications. Again, $3 is less than a Starbucks latte. But it's slightly pricier, but you are going to get your money's worth. You're going to get a ton of content to play through, and it is very challenging. So for you puzzle fanatics like us, that of course is a draw. So at the end of the day, what do we give it? Well, we give PipeLand HD a very solid 4 out of 5 star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. We think it's a great game, and it's a great new entry into a new burgeoning genre. And the price tag is fairly good too. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and jump on it. Now is a good time to get playing. And at this point, that's all we have to say about it, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. But we will see you guys later. Bye.